So right now, let's look at the threat across eastern New Mexico. The possibility of some strong storms. And let me tell you this, we've seen some severe weather already just to the west of Roswell. So continuing to get in on these isolated thunderstorms, which right now are producing a lot of wind and lightning. But at the same time, there's some small hail, which you can see being generated in the storm cores there. That red indicates that we are seeing the possibility of heavy rain and also some small, possibly pea-sized hail. But we do have the threat and the prospect for large hail and also damaging winds as the evening goes on with some of these storms. We're watching some, though, losing their punch the further north you go, and also out toward the northeastern area of the state, where we're looking at a whole lot of lightning, but not a huge amount of danger at this point. It's in the north central mountains where things are looking relatively dry right now. I mean, there's a few clouds out there. It looks like a small thunderstorm cluster moving into southeastern areas of Santa Fe. But basically, the storm motion is from south to north, and if they hold together, they can drop some pretty good rain, brief heavy downpours, especially across eastern New Mexico. And following that sort of same line from south to north is the wind. So it is feeling a little bit more humid out there. Wind speeds at around 20 miles per hour, except for areas like Raton and Clayton, where you're getting gusts up to about 26 to 30. So scattered showers are possible for tonight. We got a few rumbles of thunder in central New Mexico, in Albuquerque, and in central New Mexico. That's again possible. Also the north central mountains, where we could see some little snow at the very top of the mountains up there, but then that starts to move out because the lows tonight aren't going to be quite cold enough for snow in other areas in northern New Mexico, just looking pretty quiet. Then tomorrow we have that pattern shift. Those showers will be moving out, and then taking their place is the wind, dry weather, and red flag warning. Already we know that it's going to be in effect for northeastern areas of the state and also central New Mexico, which does include the city of Albuquerque. So this means that even one spark can cause an out of control fire. We certainly don't want to see that. And then for Friday, this is the fire weather watch, which is expanded throughout most of the state because of breezy to windy conditions. Then Saturday moves along. We're going to be warmer. We're expecting that wind to still be there, but things will be calmer by the time we get to Sunday, expecting even hot weather across the southeast once we get toward Sunday. And this is what we're looking at across the southeast for tomorrow. I'm forecasting hot temperatures, 87 degrees for Roswell, but getting even hotter from there. Wind and breeziness sticking around through the weekend, but you can see it's almost like a summer forecast within that area of the state. Windy across the southwest for tomorrow. We could also see some gusty dust in areas like Deming and Lordsburg. A few of those showers are going to linger into the early morning hours for Farmington, but that 20% chance is really going to fizzle away once we get toward mid-morning, and the wind's just going to stick around for the rest of the work week. I'm anticipating the North Mountains for tomorrow. You know, we could see some pretty good early morning showers, maybe even some wintry mix up there in Red River and Angel Fire. However, that 30% chance really starts to dry out during the day tomorrow for Santa Fe. Across the northeast, it's going to be another windy day, 70s and 80s. I'm anticipating that the East Mountains will also have a pretty gusty day with those temperatures mostly in the 70s. And from Belen to Bosque Farms into the Rio Grande Valley of Albuquerque, it is going to be a day in the 70s, and those overnight showers will really start to fizzle out, especially for Rio Rancho and Albuquerque. Expecting a high tomorrow of 76 degrees. And for Friday, Cinco de Mayo, we're expecting a high of 77, but the wind's going to still remain high.